provide them with battery packs and chargers for their smart car and their electric A-Class.
When Elon Musk steps onto a stage, the world listens. When he talks about disruptive technology, industries shudder. And when he chooses to spotlight a rival's innovation, it signals something monumental. At a highly anticipated conference in Los Angeles, Musk did just that, sending shockwaves through the global automotive sector. This wasn't another announcement about Tesla's latest self-driving software or another Starship launch update from SpaceX. This time, Musk turned the spotlight toward Toyota and a technological marvel that, if it lives up to its potential, could reshape not only the automotive landscape but the entire energy economy: the advent of Toyota's water engine. Before we start, hit the like and subscribe buttons for more exclusive news. The setting was electric even before Musk appeared. Industry insiders, investors, and journalists buzzed with speculation. Musk, never one to shy away from bold statements, walked onto the minimalist stage with a calm confidence that hinted something unusual was coming. Without grandiose theatrics, he began to outline what he called the most compelling advancement in sustainable technology this century. Musk revealed that Toyota had developed a working prototype of a water engine, a system capable of generating power through a chemical process primarily driven by water molecules. The reaction in the room was immediate and visceral. Skepticism mingled with awe. The idea of a water-powered car had long belonged to the realm of science fiction, whispered about by conspiracy theorists and dismissed by serious engineers. Now, with Musk's endorsement, the concept was abruptly thrust into the domain of legitimate possibility. Musk explained how Toyota's team had managed to circumvent the traditional obstacles that had plagued water engine designs for decades. Their innovation was not merely theoretical or confined to laboratory experiments, it was a functioning, scalable system. According to Musk, the water engine works through a sophisticated hydrogen extraction and energy conversion process, operating with a previously unattainable level of efficiency. By using small amounts of water and sophisticated nano-catalysts, Toyota's engine could generate enough hydrogen on demand to power a vehicle without the need for massive, high-pressure storage tanks or dangerous chemical reactions. The implications hit like a thunderclap. If this technology could be commercialized, it would eliminate the world's dependency on lithium-ion batteries and fossil fuels for transportation. It would render obsolete massive investments into electric vehicle charging infrastructure, batteries, and even renewable energy grids tailored specifically for electric vehicles. Water, the most abundant and accessible resource on Earth, would become the fuel of the future. Musk's tone was more reverent than competitive. He acknowledged that while Tesla had made remarkable strides in making electric vehicles mainstream, the emergence of a viable water engine could eclipse battery technology in both sustainability and practicality. He outlined how Tesla's mission was to accelerate the advent of sustainable energy, not necessarily to dominate it. If Toyota's engine proved scalable and reliable, it could leapfrog over the slow, incremental improvements of battery chemistry and create a new epoch in transportation almost overnight. The global implications spiraled outward with every word. Entire industries would need to pivot. Oil companies, already battered by the rise of renewable energy and EVs, would face a death knell far more abrupt than anyone had anticipated. The mining industry, which had become increasingly controversial due to the environmental and ethical concerns surrounding lithium and cobalt extraction, would see its business models disintegrate. Energy policy frameworks, painstakingly crafted around the gradual electrification of transport, would require urgent and radical rewrites. For developing nations, the possibilities were transformative. Countries that lacked the capital to build out dense EV charging networks or solar infrastructure could leapfrog directly into water-powered transportation. Water is far more accessible than refined petroleum or rare earth minerals, democratizing energy in a way no other innovation ever had. In urban centers, the impact would be equally profound. Charging times, one of the few remaining barriers to EV adoption, would be a thing of the past. Vehicles could refuel with a quick water top-up. Infrastructure costs would plummet, as cities would no longer need to invest in vast networks of charging stations or expensive grid upgrades. The architecture of cities, transportation networks, and even personal commuting habits would shift dramatically around the capabilities and conveniences offered by water-powered vehicles. Musk went further, speculating on the second and third order effects of Toyota's technology. He envisioned a world where not just cars, but trucks, ships, and eventually even aircraft could transition to water-based propulsion. The shipping industry, one of the world's largest polluters, could be revolutionized. Global supply chains could green themselves at an unprecedented rate. Energy geopolitics would experience a seismic realignment. Nations that had for decades derived their wealth and power from fossil fuel reserves would lose their influence. Meanwhile, countries rich in freshwater resources would find themselves holding a newfound strategic advantage. Water security, already a growing concern due to climate change, would become a central issue not just for agriculture and human consumption, but for energy independence. Throughout his address, Musk made it clear that Toyota's achievement was not a mere incremental improvement, but a complete paradigm shift. It wasn't about making existing systems slightly better, it was about replacing them entirely. In terms of technological structure, Musk hinted at some of the secrets behind Toyota's breakthrough without giving away proprietary details. The core of the system involves an ultra-efficient nano-catalyst that can extract hydrogen from water at room temperature with minimal external energy input. Traditional methods, such as electrolysis, require large amounts of electricity and expensive membranes. Toyota's new method supposedly bypassed these hurdles, making the extraction process compact, fast, and affordable enough to fit inside a car's chassis. The extracted hydrogen would then be fed directly into a fuel cell that generates electricity to power the motor. All this would happen seamlessly, silently, and without harmful emissions. The only byproduct Musk emphasized would be water vapor. The audacity of the innovation captivated everyone present. It suggested a future where vehicles were not only emissions-free, but also resource-light. A few liters of water could theoretically provide hundreds of miles of driving range. Concerns about range anxiety, battery degradation, and energy storage would become relics of a past era. Beyond transportation, Musk alluded to other sectors that could benefit. Remote areas without reliable energy grids could use compact water engines to generate electricity locally. Emergency relief efforts in disaster-stricken areas could deploy water-powered generators to restore essential services within minutes. The military, always on the lookout for reliable, decentralized energy sources, would almost certainly take a keen interest. Musk's decision to reveal and celebrate a competitor's technology rather than downplay it was a rare and telling moment. It suggested a vision that extended beyond corporate rivalry toward a broader, shared ambition for a sustainable future. He acknowledged that Tesla would need to adapt rapidly. Existing Tesla vehicles and factories had been optimized around battery technology. A shift toward water propulsion would not be easy, but Musk's words conveyed a willingness, even an eagerness, to evolve. The audience was left in stunned silence as Musk concluded, not with bombast, but with a quiet, firm assurance that the automotive and energy industries were about to undergo the most profound transformation they had ever experienced. After Musk exited the stage, discussions erupted everywhere, in conference halls, on social media, across boardrooms worldwide. Every automaker, energy provider, government agency, and technology company suddenly faced an urgent new reality. The rules of the game had changed in an instant. Investors speculated feverishly about what companies might rise or fall. Engineers rushed to understand the technical implications. Governments convened emergency meetings to consider how to pivot national energy strategies. Behind all the buzz, however, a deeper current of hope flowed. For decades, humanity had searched for a truly sustainable, scalable, and accessible energy source. While wind, solar, and battery technologies had brought significant progress, they still carried limitations and trade-offs. A water engine promised something cleaner, simpler, and more universal. Skeptics remained, of course. Some questioned the scalability of Toyota's prototype. Others worried about the unintended consequences of large-scale water consumption for fuel purposes, especially in arid regions. But even the skeptics had to concede, the world was now moving toward a future that, only a few hours before, seemed impossible. If you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel. Also, could you leave your comments below and tell us, what are your thoughts on Elon Musk revealing Toyota's water engine? Game changer or hype? We want to hear from you. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.